So I woke up this morning and I was working on the live and I found myself worrying. And I was going to do fermented today for the Real Leader Brain, but I'm going to address worry. So here's the definition that resonated with me. A state of anxiety or unease, often about potential problems or uncertain outcomes, leading to repetitive thoughts or concerns. That's worry. So then after I got the definition, I said, well, what regions of the brain are impacted by worrying? And here's what takes place. So worrying primarily involves the amygdala, which triggers fear response to the prefrontal cortex, which then handles the overthinking and planning. And then the ACC jumps in, the anterior cingulate cortex, and it plays a role in sustaining the negative thoughts. So worry starts in the amygdala, notifies the prefrontal cortex and says, hey, we need to worry about this. We need to be concerned with uncertain outcomes and this anxiety of this. And then the ACC says, hey, wait for me. I want to be a part of this process too. And so it sustains the negative thoughts, which causes you to keep repeating the worry. Amygdala starts it. Prefrontal cortex says, hey, let's stir this pot. And then the ACC says, don't worry about it. I'm going to keep sending you negative thoughts to worry about. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel? Because now for me, this is refreshing because now I know what is actually taking place neurologically and I can do something about it. Because remember, we don't let the amygdala tell the prefrontal cortex what to do. It notifies you of an actual threat. And if they're of a threat, and now the prefrontal cortex responsibility is to say, is this an actual threat? Is this real or is this perceived? And because the logic and reason resides in the prefrontal cortex can say, that's not true, this is not occurring, this is something that we're going to handle later, this is a perceived threat, it's not real. And then the ACC can come in with positive thoughts to say, you know what, prefrontal cortex, you are correct, this is what's taking place. Let me stop sending you these negative, repetitive thoughts. So when you learn how to use your brain and how it functions correctly, you don't have to spend your days worrying. Now, I am not a medical doctor. I have a doctorate in education. So again, as a reminder, if you need medical attention, go ahead and seek that from your primary care physician. This is information and education for you. Got it? Good.